I remember because now as a service on TV Ghana dash Jimmy na fe ye ni komo na fiada so no na watwe mu na be to say former chief justice say ni somebody called that ECOWAS court so we no mon ka bi e man no mame tokonu ECOWAS abon some no atwogu na no ani bi say sa de nti na nsam akoma enso de ko ni nyina no ECOWAS hu bia ma mi di dunia body atwogu no and my atwitwa so na no pay say ibedi ho enkomo e wa ha enwam na fo atnas Peter Obi Juju sabio no social commentator baby chinemu ni show why no the benku ni fa nyina enkomo na atwumeti afes de ni Alhaji Ibrahim or Central Regional Communication Team member edema NPP the way ni say nua eye ediwa kenso e ba kan ho na afi ye di we dey na atwa so are saneso no mi no ya mai dey na so see France as a before me makwa about pray
yeah so many
oh be about
right dey akwa vida many some first and few so che na na of one
me da say minia ene akonya wo dey ama me on finchi apese ma ene with production team mini chia soma eye menua be ma on so ha ene eye menua di work on so nam kwan so den eba enti apese enkoma Ghana for ene anapoyo ma agepane na omotamu TV so no mu tie yen omo hodo omo ho nti ase ntina na no pe ye wo ha enti ma mo fa akonya yi so na me fanchia emomo menua se na de bia wo ye ma me no afiso asan so biem aya ko pardon no ya start a registration for omo person mo chro wase next year wase no it's a cry kakra den abem kakra because of the new curriculum na mo ye no enti no obi bia opeso chro wase no mesre so ombra you school na you school enti we pay school edimu school our credibility ana school no so eyemia media enyo bia de say emia media enti me so am your professional teacher wa ban mu me sound so lecturer you can imagine say me say game no ase pa enti ope ba bia opeso do bako na otuminya entity pa enya understanding to the topics ho a emfo ni nko bibia but Hope Class College your cancer new market here o call Google o de Google Hope Class College yen direction to the school ho yen telephone number so ho nti obi bia opeso chro wase uye dwuma o se we school wo fie wase de ehia because at the foundation to your life and then Ghana ko bibia certification. And it's when you was here, how can you go and do the degree and then other certification out there? And bra, don't worry about what had happened, bra. In school fees and also no bueno form. There were seasoned lecturers, teachers are extra or more there, or real professional teachers. A bit for Accra Academy, a bit for Presecole Gone, a bit for Wesley Grammar, a bit for so a school year Castle du Pont, secondary school, or mobile, I'm a former motre and Qualano. Ain't or Bibio Hiano, Ombra. Next year was he, Ombra.
okay
Medase. Class College. And Oko, Google Hope Class College. Yen details, a Bibia. Castle New Market ECG office on more in the body ebo inti
but that's Peter and chia out there Alaji ala patient no of no
but that's so be ma memfa nchia edi kan ma ahwefo ene wo team ITV for nyina it just near me party ma so na wa woni mu no jay opposition just say nema I started from polling station electoral area say our constituency and rakwa na ye vetings any balloting nti as things now there na obi o nya akonya na bia say obesum your party no at the constituency level no msendro ya ballot no bia hono number the position order jaka say kwan bia say obi abetime na campaign nti mesre guma east for say embrana so na adwuma no so enough for position adwuma na different as compared to when you are in government enti mesre say omomunyu akitua me so akofa nomination for mama falia ndro amakwa me vetting yankopon adum say me contest for nasara organizer position na ya ballot and so me the number 1 ti okwa hwe bibia na wa hwe adwuma na da enimu na eso na munyu akitua me so minimum say eja politics no person me ko enim e be me ka say young youth and a young guy both MPP NDC so won fa obi kra nsua je krampo a obetima yesi same awuku obetima yesi same jemfi any okojo opon kroma no I think say yes per se ekọ anim sa we will never disappoint them say mumma your opportunity na ebetima ya adwuma no na ade e ha no say e ka zongo ana nasara ntese na say wo fom in terms of MPP adwumadi ni se ne say ya adwuma no e wo fom kra nti mumma ya kwan na ye ba ebetima atutu nema nti kakra me wa say me no party for a chair na paya no
but date in the buy for election
and date no my the date is range from maybe 12 to 15
of next month.
Yeah, next month. So right. time ni mo kra. Okay. But ebe ya juma no.
All right. Mati. No, asinti no ye bomo Eastern PP so no mu nua aye Alhaji Ibrahim na wo ha nti do no ma mo hwe na mo tumi pia no so. All right, but you free come na say na ye hwe. Ma me tokonu. Nensama de koda ko wascot. Means at least anya kra ne wascot between. And balance and something na I hope I don't want the class got to so someone saw it really in the mood. What should we say? Why?
But that's it, me so bibo. With the answer and come across no. Me person ka boma me sema be 2 minutes bi. Na me to me en kan sem ba ko mienu bi a ekoso o kaso ha. Kaso ne yina yete. Na say yes oso mienu eko a hwan na bre.
Yes, I know na mane.
Me da say. Na de bia me ka say ye politics bia na ye yi mpenifo ni bia na aka ne say ye be governance amambu a be ma me no wo asetrema den akonkan amayen enti no say de bia da no say ye nya mpenifo wie na ye de be ye politics bi mu a na nia eye say ekoma me ne wo no amambu pa say ekoma me ne wo no bo say den ehwe yen na me ne wo na ye den ye bre nsem bi eje hene e wo kaso ha sabe me dem social commentator me dem engineer bibia but for the sake of the good people of Kaswa so ombenya omochefa every the national kitty na ama Kaswa so afa ntuma pefra no se yanhwe na yanka na wo so wanka bi ochena no nia se komaye no ebehwere yen enene sen ufa NDC as a political party nsem bi edi hene e wo mo hono na media nka sabe emfa me ho but ne fa mo no say any your political but the governance aspect no so mo na mo aban so say mo ahwe na mo nsiesia yen timamufo na yoka so aye na yeden ye bre ensuo to hwe road aye den asay hwe ye power generation hwe ye schools in the state of our schools and nyoma bi a enkoyie no say abanisa na ema the member of parliament or what akwenya by constitution to bring development no what's the development I share MC so also the power by the constitution to bring development to the doorstep of no what's the development actually ko de bia da not na dwe de e mind somewhere den e kwaso e ho no enti mesre adwebrel e wo political party ne mu me dey kan fa me ho but because of the good people of Kaswa e be a chefa free the national kitty munti na the person na no dey e ka ho na mesre say chairman no matete nsem bebree afamye no nyina no it is better say as chairman you are the chairman of a political party not a chairman of government it will be kaya in MPP in the days of Haruna Seku nimpenifo no na the former president John Ejekungufo na person can say oh nyankoye sakraya katra wo constitution mu na nka wo the president you are also the leader of party no omo ka say say na oka de o fa wa ban na so dey yemfa your party chairman yi sorry as mean there's a difference between party and that's what government it is the party nyoma e be fra government sa emwa it is a chairman no e tie me anope ya me de mi so a me nyini ye but nyansemu no me kire ni say on for the chairmanship no enye the party no on for structure the party no na ma the member of parliament na the MC no so almost mbu omamambu do the two intertwine but want to me enya badwemba wonya badwemba you may not be able to tell in some bia wakeka no sabe I mean it's too bad it's too bad yeah mbema and for me you know and the meeting am say no this is not a man that very part you know tells you that this is not a man. And the earlier he's stripped off of his power, no, the better for the good people of what Kaswa. And it's the development today.
All right.
Minia, justice token issues. No, of course. We'll say the ECOWAS court, no, a quarter, all the member states, no, who say when you misunderstanding people also in each of these member states. And to form a particular court to bring together members of all these countries. They form a court and say be aging in and you try the at national yedi. And and something so special. A part of our charter as a West African community of West African states. Near the yes, I say. Now, say we a Chief Justice. Now, yeah, the constitutional. Now, yeah, the book a position. Now, say obi na dream no, nintiase mono. On say nyama baku yenu bi antwa. Constitutional provide safeguards. Say obi raise bibia. Uber petition, they are the president. Now, president, they are the chief justice. Now, chief justice no determine prima facie case. No determine we are a committee ought to be formed. Now, committee, act as I say, indeed, near a chief justice, they determine, and the crack, and I say, yeah, the crack. So, and the crack, now they'll go through the procedural means to be able to take you off. We have had a precedence, starting with the EC, Madam Charlotte Osei. So we all know the procedures a womb. And also, so Felicia dissatisfied her. What we have called ECOWAS court. Say, remember back when you be in trade, it's most of the Mundi Mass Verde, and my menamo say, you reinstate me or not? I don't know. I've tried that. It's a year token, her justice. I say, also, remember back when you be an uncle ye. So the last summer command, I had the ECOWAS court of ECOWAS court. So Mohena Mundi. This seminal, I had Baku 8. Now Baku, and then they say the establishment of the primary facie, she had issue with it. 2, committee former year so not also were issues with that. Investigation making to unravel issues, also were issues with that. Again, I'll say you're denying the right of information. It's also our issue against that. And in some Ahudrobe, and to ECOWAS court, etras and ombobo, and our modern money there, a buy. The minia, Mammy ready because where your court proceedings, and yan your own person of what day, Emma. And to ye reading your court on a kaye, near to me, a jinasaka send your court to the kind of a son, I said, and yes, sir. 81. Court no release 1. The right to fair hearing starts when the 5-member committee was instituted, not the prima facie determined by the president and the council of state. The court therefore dismissed grant that relief hence dismissed. Honor Tokonu, former chief justice Eka say, prima facie case now established by the president and council of state who say and ye. Court also established say, Sir Prime Fassino give her a fair hearing. Because somebody tell me, and so also you're trying to the brown also would you know, say near or cano, and the cry said the crack. Court will release a you're more opinion. I'm also do a new dear by not even one, twice. But what I say, so that there's no basis. It's a more dismisses our seminal. The natural course of justice say obia katmato so ntino when ya kwenya ma when you are no dia can dey issue but when ya kwenya I respond to the matter that was before you. 2, the prima facie is faithful mechanism so that applicants assertion that was not given the reasonable is dismissed. It is them sikano court na ka say sa we case say you establish prima facie no Uka say, how we determine, there's a flaw in it, ECOWAS court, Eka say, Yamuapinya. Sorry, I say, however, whichever way or more determine, and yes, say, Yakakawa Kukum, Yadin Yakani na in terms of writing, Yad brought also the Zuano. It wouldn't basis be to say, how was it determined? How was it determined? Yeah, Sabi, Senator Vokano, Shagum, Potogum, Sakwansanemu, and she says, so Sakwansani New Ormo, Naka said, two Shaguinfa, no Potoa, by the brow, I was saying, with you, El Hormo, and to quote Nere at dismissing. 3. The assertion that former CJ Kotonu and her counsel were not allowed to fully participate in the committee's hearing is not supported by proceedings from the committee. Now, I took in the court, I can say, in the proceeding, no, Yamoma Quenya, the lawyers, no, I hear you. Anna, Equas court can say, and Yanocre. Untumi can say, Yamo, Aquenya. It's evidence when a chest say, Yamo, Aquenya. You could also provide that evidence. But what I say, and we all heard a lawyer, a former attorney general, going out and coming in, telling us what is happening in there. The thought that there was some injustice against them. If we're not given that participation, how are you able to come out and say all these things? You know, I'm correct, man. Say, so one for you and one. How then do you come and say, if you are not given that audience? Yeah, more audience, you know. And to that, the court dismissed. Again, on the assertion that committee members did not swear oath and members were biased, the court is of the view that Justice Pamai and Justice Asiedu being biased because they sat on another cases involving one of the petitioners is dismissed. Honorable Kotonu and the lawyers, raise issue say 2 justices on that committee, were involved in a particular issue. Now, on who say they'll be biased against her because the judgment you are the buyer went against these 2 justices of the Supreme Court. Anna Equas Court, say, and in a different matter. So that will not serve as a basis to say, because now they are on a committee hearing your case, they'll be biased against you. Because assembly all cases are treated differently. And to want to make say, me no what issue be what assembly issue you are transferring ego. You are transferring some sort of misunderstanding be onto the matter. Because this matter is based on what? Legal matters that the Chief Justice, the Council of State have established prima facie against you. And it is a new issue. We only limited to the matters that is before us. But what I say, and that is devoid of bias. However, where you might feel say because of the previous issue, they are transferring. The court says that it doesn't happen that way. It's that on that matter, it was dismissed. Also, on application that on applicant's complaint concerning findings of the committee will have to evaluate and reassess the evidence before a Ghanaian court, which the ECOWAS court has no jurisdiction, is dismissed. Yes, you all can say evidence on presenting ECOWAS court, those evidence were gathered from the domestic here, no more the call ye. Now, as seminal, ya determine our hasi. Yes, one, would you kind, and then we bush your phone a call ye. That matter has been established. On mine is kind of show more. And the Chief Justice said, "Tuquine, and so about ya, yet to news to so Tuquine, or qualo, yes, so why car." So say in the private account. That's what we have heard. Good. Because of what has happened. And this evidence now is, we're being told, say, this is domestically determined. And you are on because they are outside the jurisdiction of Ghana. And they are relying on the evidence that domestically, on where they supply. And based on that, they realize that you have no evidence. They cannot go and reinstitute their evidence. Go and bring the evidence. Indeed, no to quite no hotel by hotel. That matter is before the court. And they gave you the audience, said, sure, and the crime said, when the prima facie was established, it was in there. Now, do I know it's what evidence again do you want? And to court to know, will say it is what dismissed. Meaning, generally, for me, I give her the credence of the fact that she wanted to fight for her rights, and it is a lesson to all of us that what dream Ususu no. So oh that's a baby is going against you. You don't have to relent. And so yeah, then tosso no. And I like that resilience from her. So to me, then I'm one part because no, I fight for my rights. It is a lesson to all of us. Again, what I would also advise, ne, mobia yun enti asese say de ahindie sha wonsa. We ahindie we no, enye ahindie wo fie any time limit o. Ahindie as a political leader no, it is time bound. So if you are serving, serve the people with dignity.
Because they are reverso.
Medase. Again, my constitution establishing office. Intend na wo hwa so edi ye udidi udwuma no. Let that one be your second Bible. Because so bi benya wo if it's a constitution mu.
Mami na wase.
Medase.
I was never say social commentator Peter Obi you do now. Or they enchemu e dia fire ko as court on the Bible. Alaji usu me say usu me say.
Medase Sobi. Em say na me bra start no o di kan e kan kaso asem. Na e kan kaso asem dia na ye nyina asem here. But in short, no, I'm a politician, and what I have to say about that issue is a idea boy so young people in this you. It won't help any of us. But now my papa be a young simple catch up and say politicians yeah a dear now me compared to Nyamini Bra coming in drink a cry. I say politicians in Kaye. Honestly speaking, yeah, current MP or Senior East. She's a young girl. Now, some of them American say, as any young person, you have opportunity. Yeah, ye. Now, one of some more date, you know, or my shares. Before overdo honor, you'll be and as soon as and I could do. Young cophobia near Koye and I could do. Yana one day. To say, when you be business as uncle for no, one share how to handle them. That is the end result we are experiencing. And you know, Kaswa, and near mammy, how maybe will be a channel. And I've said it, both MPP and DC, nobody can set that record of the woman. Whoever become MP in Kaswa, you will suffer before you get there. Because what sets on standard beer, you find it difficult to get there. So back now one brown was and beer, you get problems. Because I'm paying for I will no more condemn. Woman now more discover a piano do drop. Until no matter how be the case, it may be a while. I saw here. Until your papa, consider chairman so. We are penny dear, a senior jasua. Your problem be a winning the baby, so do be been so. Now, I want to have a form. Yeah. All right. Until I believe only be see her. Secondly, your mammy, former CJ. No, you know, honestly, I mean, what bempa. But she wants to set some standard. Because I said, Bibia in Ghana, no, a dear politics. And when it comes in terms of the law, no, sir, it will be busy presidents. Or person set some standard bit too. And now, I feel no better now, we cry away, now we cry away. Ye said, Drew Honor, ye caught by the law. Mamma, no fair here, no canoe. Any native room, ha. Tamana petition by no concern, no say, Yamana who. The petition, your man Sakonjano, and you're suspending. It's true. But you need knowledge in terms of the law. But lawyers are more Krumhano, they know. And the man also obey our pass through procedures not called CJ. One of them no can be a winning York. But because of politics, and you know, Rebecca's own 9 years in years. So maybe come make us say, and I can MPP party in Kwadi and I think say. Who appointed you to become the CG? The same Abayan appointed. So Abayan say Kofia. What is your problem? But if I say yes, some standards be. Now my man who say, "Kona me kono." Say, "Yam fam be do bibium." Because say, "Obi balance up episode the dinner." Obo hu sa animal na no take caution. Nti na man na mama ne oye ni na no. Because say we hwe ECOWAS court na, ECOWAS for no which is your parents still is part of it. What I say? Yeah. And our president is part of the ECOWAS. And they say the same nipa na are part of ECOWAS, the same nipa na government or no you would and also joining say nipa no you don't expect anything different. Say you be disappointed obi or no present and they will see. What I say, but no as a party no we don't have problem. There be a kase say obi ye bibia fana fam rakwan so say mran na akasa nobody has a problem because we ye ho hwe anye yi. And na o hwe mran so a enye say wasam ye they look at the evidence you bring before them. Wasam betima ye but only evidence to attach your case. At the end of the day no this is what you experience. Enti me mesre say politicians say wo ba me na asema sintimi ya adwuma me na asema se be ya adwuma no ho na se ehwe asoman na ni on say na me bra kan it should be about one of mama no problem say nkrophobia office say ensem bi ade kan si between omonti no office omotena panel no so m1 if he say ekwa court there's no problem but in anti-chrome ha nim cases bebrea aba even the current government at some opposition almost throw petitions say asemesi there want to maintain cases so because of our personal interest be what I say almost get tuma those judges that supposed to be on the bench no almost twa all bebre this is any panel raises our concern now so are you saying say sound for to ni wa we didn't get anybody to replace them na ya come amen ho asema na so these are some of the issues as I say yes as a nation it's not just about maybe a party and me na me were in government today you can be in government tomorrow you be in opposition NPP never thought they will go but today we are in opposition crying what do I say so the same songs that na yewa bemo na omo kan yenti na efi say enye oman ho asem na ye party ho na ye government ho asem na omo mpa na asem no today we are experiencing the same thing and I think the same thing will turn into me mesre senya yina ye hu case no maame no nye na personal interest but o person was set some standards so free her and she is not a CJ but so biaba nipa na oba na I think say no kram so call retirement very soon what I say ono so be free her maybe obi so be back crown sana aben we free so but let us be bia hu say oman na di anim say o hwe say maame no to kwan ono no kunu na enso akoya asem to be part of reason why ye unity ya enya temamwa even the president himself travel with his student nteno so hwane twa kana en botum sika na what I say so that is it nteno nyesa nipa no na kai ho say nya ade a esi ewo that institutional nko wo travel no wo mfa no ba ana mfa no kunu enko ba ya ade a esi nyama me na eche letter come say me tu kwenti no me pese me na me kunu no me man ntino ye pese ye ba koda hotel we ye pesca we ye permanent we I don't think that if you ask the judicial service they will get that evidence for you but a ye omo internal arrangement maybe omo ye not just on tokuno but it has been passed ade omo ye nhihye ho but say do mrabe ne pese if say sanema no emwa there's a way to solve it but you don't use somebody as a scapegoat. What I said because president even the president or by president of Crampo or because or two can on the Bama and also be a issue. Ewa Hanum. What I say the same president now set standard we say obi chawadie I think there's some certain amount or so be charged not say bros amount now as I say over out never I mean
or say
today the president is travel with his brother jet. So 2.1 surprise, even more than that amount not stated. Who have come out to say nobody see wrong with it. But let the government change and see. Because it's your mind the same president. And yet Togo president too, Ghana president, or no brother any private jet no be 2.1. Yes, man uncle high aeroplane or high aeroplane or 2.1 every minute be calculating. The same person has now become the Minister of Foreign Affairs. The president travel with him every day. One of the last time I published, say you can't hear to him. This is the amount that we spend. This is the amount that I don't know how to put it.
Yeah, sky the coin.
Yes. So these are some of the things that Mami talk on say no. Say Sanya corner dia. My pe akonja bi a debate me block Sanya man. My abuse am now some fan pe. Anye ni ope. Nti me say mo use me as a scapegoat. I won't limit myself there, but make sure say e be do level bi a so we should ban on so be try say anything. This is what we have experienced. Nti my man no you know the personal interest bi. I don't remember the ordering there. E dey no pay we are do. What I say though onyi nyina there, but I think say the level no wo at least why any there in terms of the professional.
All right. Mama na wase na me to ade mra me ba e de komo esi na ene no me wo ye creative art industry mun komo kakra bi di ansana ya soro support. Mama to ade me ba na e be hwie ofa wo. JS Machines Training School the bia e bon de wuro e de mawo e de chira no e bia sem. E wo so nyansa ne dwuma. So wo mo graduations ahobo ma ye no a ma me fo panyifo nyina ka ho mo kosua excavator no forklift e yesa de CD adwuma. Say is operating no nti a branch na babawa o mo ne so ma sa akonya wi aya wo dia na so afa ndi tru kra no bi a opese wutu kwae en na duba country na ba Canada country US country na so nkran sa ne dwuma bia men nya wa dwen sa wo se kete kra Ghana how do one more be champion wo nyu bia e mo se wo no kuta nsa ne dwuma bi te se wutu operative forklift and excavator wo dwuma ye no aya na nye de kra en no ti JS Machines Training School sa the pain then ka sa number na that you nas no Mama dia na fa na from an pay no wow na would only 2 weeks and a cocosia and as 1 month and a cocosia see operate excavator and forklift then tempa no via on my graduation kama dia companies are work Ghana and amanania omo page my for on besi omo so no so dia mama na akonya na abia nsa na so isika wo mpo forklift and excavators na operating them companies are kese and of the adwuma no twa kai ba JS Machine Training School say ana pay from 0247 900 444 0247 900 444 and 0539 579080. Ubewo ewo Accra Academy School no Love Gate wo Bobuashi Accra Open Excavator na forklift ahan so a ombema obi ahan do mama na pick number no the phone na pay na muntumi emwa ewo hono. Therefore, my cycle said the Destiny Properties Limited. The Destiny Properties Limited. Almost the only say, a ensas wetchuma, or quama sama potemu, caswan potemu, and some potemu once as be pray honum, who can be able to send Sege Dawa, Dawa, so that could pay a brie, a juso, and our face, you know, who do anything the meet said, go to one shy hills, Niminano, the Destiny Properties Limited, I was say, oh, normally say, yeah, my friend, Chianato. Chiato as a say, Chiato say, I don't know who your market woman and I to be able to drum, on Bayan crank, man, the beard and near Benyan Chia to send you to Susuno, now to be a new Benyan. I feel a drummer, so you know, trust us, net the amount that was that now you put no so I will challenge crank into Chiato as I said, but one PH to be. And I was always kind of over trust us, no check up, picking crying, the 50% a discount, but me so any 6 months now the chair and answer between 1 year, 2 years now the chair. But my friend, Destiny Properties Limited and I pay was 055 5519172 055 5519172 and I feel 053 500 3031. Now need to Destiny Properties Limited and Trump Como Kaswa Adam Nana Chef Station on Sabekama on Boy Chidom and pay. We got him in a minute over summarizing a median in a say day.
All right. But I say, my main to be kitchen being free or kakra. Maybe can say a year honorable how I come sin as a test standard beer will be your balloon to me a meeting. We'll be deceiving ourselves to be thinking, say that is this. You see, there's something referred to as trend analysis. In the trend analysis, you look at a particular year and compare to a particular year in the same period. And see, honorable how comes in about 2012. 2012 no one hour beam the NDC. And to put me I can say 2012 no. I am not buying no. And I'm betting a bed man. Good. In team final compare a year the current MP. Good. 2016 MPP Babemo. Anna when friends see also NDC call your Swabemo. Good. And the two no we can compare from their start because they are all in government. Good. It means you 2012 no and compare Koyo in the first term and that good. 2016 to 2020. Now honorable how comes in. Now what in the deeper in government there. She was the Minister for Special Initiatives. Honorable Koyo, what was a Debra NDC Moses? Good. So if you are comparing this, then it's a non-starter. You got a point. Good. This is strength analysis. I'm not defending her, but you see, your politics we are is governance, and that's what my focus is. And the dynamics are such that time difference, will not say they are the same. 2016, 2020 is not the same as 2024 and 2028 a year quick. And the two are different. But you're about to me, I baby, I found. Some of that prono, I think say, ECOWAS court, Eden and Nguyen Abba. And I believe say, former justice, I think so, will be taken in good faith. Na ECOWAS or pray, they are called the highest level at the international stage. Let the sleeping dogs lie. Yes, Yama Kamano, and that. Nayan who quite about I raise issues concerning the governance. Because there are a lot that this government must give to us. And that's where our focus should be. Anything of distractions, should be something I said, yeah, dream be bled, Bemano. Nebut your mind, or mine, after the Tumapa, Efra. But I say.
A minute,
may conclude, Nyami Brakan, I'm saying, he didn't get me well. What I'm trying to say is that Mahawa Kumsin have set some standards. So whoever now Babidina Deno, who are Jumaye to achieve that standard. Now, so by achieving some crampwa, you need people. Yes. But if you started with this kind of life, then you cut across to me and you say fat. What I say? And as a MP, as a minister, that's what you said at the beginning. There is a party and a government. If you're an MP, you have your responsibility as an MP. When a minister, your responsibility as a minister is dealing with the government. So politicians, we shouldn't deceive ourselves. At the end, they just show. They say they just show. They just show. And what Nakoyo is doing wouldn't help her personally, and it won't help the party. So that's what I'm saying there. Now, to our topic, say, only issue. And we as MPP, she's not a party member, though you're appointing no there. Sana don't know, but they target as if say MPP. What I say, and say as a party, say you need probably former. Let the law speak. That is all we are fighting for. Now, me many constituency for Kasa. Now, my catch up inside this. I'm just saying, almost say, almost share a conja na ombuame because me coming to me yet. So far, no, started a year party ajuma and sana a baby preposition. Until me say my position also. Now me a bit me deep your position so. As a young person, no, I don't think say. I would like to disappoint myself because me go money myself. The person me could be a me paying for him. I mean, I promise them say I'm going to work along with everybody. So now me slogan say Nasara for all. It's not just for only Muslims, Christians, because Zongo is entirely for everybody. That's it.
All right. So for how they offer where they say we wrap it out. Be introduced to commentator Alhaji Ibrahim, Central Regional Communication Team of MPP. They chair on the Rahel Enim Asantoa. Entry come wakwaje award bi or kaswani se obenya se na the chance dey come to twa no dey 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 atwa so dey process
me kwa me jawo de
Land